Today I'm going to be demonstrating one way to rip up tile specifically from a bathroom. What's going on and welcome to today's video. My name is Colton. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to rip up tile or remove tile from a bathroom. Now this area in the bathroom is actually pretty small and I'm actually removing it from plywood. The reason why I bring that up is removing tile and backerboard and thin set from plywood is actually a lot easier than ripping up tile and thin set from cement. I guess same methods could apply here, but really to make your life easier, Home Depot and Lowe's have some really heavy duty tools that you can rent out, ripping up the tile and thin set pretty quick. I'll put a link of those tools that you can rent down below. The tools that you'll need for this project: my hammer and pry bar, some ear protection, and safety glasses. Make sure you have ear protection and safety glasses. There are multiple ways to remove tile. Some people use really heavy sledgehammers. Pick whatever way suits you and do that. The time that it took me to complete this project was probably about 20 minutes, so let's get started. This is the area that I'm going to rip up the tile. If you have something similar like this, please be careful around the flange and also this water line. Before you rip up any tile, here's a quick little lesson on how the tile was laid down. This is good to know in order to know what you need to rip up. The top layer is the tile that you actually walk on. Underneath that is a thin set, essentially the glue that's going to fasten the tile down to the backerboard, and then the subfloor. What you don't see is thin set that's supposed to be under the backboard to the plywood. Some of that is still in the plywood. If you're ripping up tile or ceramic flooring, it is a good idea to try to rip up all 4 of these layers because you want to have a level subfloor for your new flooring. Now, if you are removing tile from a cement floor, it is going to be a lot harder to remove the tile and thin set from that cement than it is plywood. Grab your eye protection and ear protection. There's really no wrong way to rip up tile. There's just easier ways and harder ways, especially for an area this small. Because this tile is installed on plywood, I'm using my pry bar to be wedged under the backerboard and then hammer the pry bar to lift the tile. Ideally, you'll lift an entire piece of tile with a backerboard and thin set, but that may not always be the case. And move to your next piece of tile. You may want to get a sledgehammer just to break up the tile pieces, or you could hammer the grout to increase your chances of ripping up an entire tile piece at a time. You can try chisel if the pry bar doesn't work. It really just comes down to find what method works for you in order to rip up the tile and do that. Now, if you are ripping up tile around delicate spaces like this flange and this water line, please be careful. The way I did it is I actually just took my pry bar underneath the tile, propped it up a little bit, use that as leverage, and then crack the tile and tore the pieces out. Now you're going to have shards of tile left over. Make sure you clean it up. Be careful, tile is sharp, so you might want to wear gloves. Make sure you take up any nails from the subfloor that you have that was left over from the backerboard. Clean up, and now you're done. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. Again, keep in mind this demonstration was for a small area in the bathroom, and this was actually pretty easy because I wasn't ripping up tile from concrete. If you want to see other project videos that may help you turn your house into a home, click this link right up here. And also don't forget to click this link to subscribe. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.